Please welcome the chair at Sports Singapore, Mr. Kon Ying Tong.
All right, the game has started. 1d4 is indeed on the board. Imagine a world championship where you pick people to make ceremonial first moves for white and black, and the players have to stick with them. That'll be fun. You get to bid to be one of the people who gets to choose the openings. B3, A5, then becomes stuck on the board. Was it round 7 or round 8? That would be absolute chaos. But Peter, joking aside, D4 on the board. We're blitzing out the first moves from the opening. I'm going to hand it over to yourself. And Anish, tell us what's going on in this game.
I think Queen B6. Queen B6. But he just goes for Bishop D6. Very solid.
Yeah, very solid. But I think that White's idea is somehow to play D takes C5. Is that
the approach, of course?
Yeah, and we see D takes C5 on the board already. It makes a lot of sense. Black has committed the move Bishop D6, so he's losing one extra tempo. But as Anish already highlighted, this Bishop E2 extra isn't that much of a difference. Yes, it's a nice developing move because 18 years old, I think he's super excited, super thrilled. He should be ready for 1c4, 1d4, all kinds of lines inside e4. Why would you really bother?
Fascinating, or maybe even 40. Then I have something to walk. Bishop G5. I like this the least, by the way.
Yes.
But yeah, in the World Championship match, just to finish on that question, you have no other game to look at. So your choice is really to sit at the board or to sit in this resting area. Now let's see where he will take. Oh, he trades in the most controlled way. He allows even Bishop takes D8 without any imbalance whatsoever.
Yes.
Yeah, he must have spent a lot of time there. He must have had lots of ideas, lots of training games. I think they make the moves, but probably nothing big was going to happen anyway, so we'll sort of continue. But he didn't really expect the French, and he had one idea, which backfired. And then for the next white game, he thought, okay, the French was surprised, so let me go for E4, and he will probably play E5. But then Ding very smartly kept the French. So the second idea was sort of, it was sort of a fake idea, right? It was just sort of, he once tried the Berlin, lost the endgame to VE, didn't play it again for many years. Went finally on Marshall is where he settled down. Yeah, Marshall was his final, end of evolution of Ding's openings. Until now, when he started again with the French. I think the theory has changed many games. So that's kind of the thing. So rapid ideas are usually a little more abstract and a little less move by move. But in the World Championship match, maybe you could still have a move by move idea for rapid and just spend a lot of time before the tiebreak rehearsing it. So that's also possible. Quite complicated. Also, I'm really curious, like you're also a player who likes to prepare. I'm really curious to see if you show me, let's say, what kind of opening idea you think is good for rapid. Thank you, John. Yeah, no, for sure. The fact that it is now harder to generate, ideas is indeed a factor. But I think Team Gukesh has had lots of time and a great team, and they've done a great job. I think they're able to generate, all kinds of different prep.
Champion. Yeah, so I think that scare still sits on Ding's mind, and that's why he's also prefers more cautious play. By the way, talking about the game, after 97, GC rook c8, rook takes c8, G3 signaled to me that, yeah, Ding just wants to trade rooks, obviously. And honestly, I think the rest is just a formality. And I got nervous and I did it in the wrong way and ran into a devilish trap and lost that first game. And what happened? Instead of people praising me that, okay, Peter was trying with white and that's why he lost, people were immediately saying that, okay, come on, the match is already over. Kramnik has the droughts, plus he has won the first game with the black pieces. This match is already absolutely pointless. And I remember that exactly at that moment, I took for myself the decision that, okay, if it will be a draw, if I'm not feeling comfortable in any of the situations, I will just make a draw and I will try to fight like this. And that's how we had this game. That's how we had this match. I was able to bounce back. By the way, we are seeing more trades here. Nothing much to talk about. The draw.
Yeah, Pete, because I had a few more questions to you about your career World Championship matches, but unfortunately they don't give me the time, I think they don't give me the time.
Yeah, well, now we are heading towards... All right, okay, we can highlight that at least White is fixing the...
Equal score against Gukesh, who was pre-match favorite, but by this point it's no longer clear what's going on.
Yeah, and now we see the last couple of moves. Yeah, h6, bishop b3. This last move, bishop b3, signals to me like White is ready to repeat moves. Yeah, Black most probably will also find a professional way of moving his bishop away from c6. And then we might be seeing bishop c4, bishop c6, back and forth. Like, let me put bishop b7, bishop c4, bishop c6.
Yeah, that's one way.
Bishop b3. Yeah, and then you can look at your opponent, because we do, yeah, bishop b7 on the board.
Yeah, that's the quickest way to do it. No need to go around the circles, just sort of bishop opposition. Bishop opposition. It's a new thing in chess. Bishop opposition. Like it's the easiest draw there is. Yeah, no, the game very early on lost its intrigue. Ding had some little potential for something, although truth be told, it was never much, but some little potential. But he's very quickly given up on that, and steering the game towards a draw, and putting all the pressure on Gukesh and on Gukesh's white games.
Yeah, handshake there. Yeah, tomorrow will be a very big day, because Gukesh is so ambitious. He won't be happy by making a comfort. Yes, I think he's happy in a sense that, yes, it was a good result, but he is not. He likes to play a much more lovely game. Yeah, he already said in the press conference that I simply love playing chess. That's his passion. Yeah,
for sure. John, what are your impression of this kind of games? Are you disappointed? Were you expecting more, or did you understand, or did you do you feel that at this point it was a logical consequence of Ding's match strategy at this point?
I think from a spectator's point of view, the most interesting thing I took away from this result is that so far in this match, every time there's been a draw, because we've had consecutive draws for a while now, there's always been some pushing. There's always been some sort of ramping up of the pressure. So I'm going to ask the same question to both of you, which is, I feel, even from a layperson's perspective, today feels like the first day where we didn't really even have one player go, you know what, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to muddle the waters, make things imbalanced, really try and push for the win. Today felt, for the first time, like a de-escalation almost going into this draw. What does that